Uh oh, maybe it's not. It's not amulets. He decided he wanted to play Murktide today, I guess. Aaron with turn one ponder deals Manamorphose and want to say it was a grape shot. I could be wrong. Of course, Ragavan hits him, exiles the Manamorphose. I don't think casting Manamorphose there was good, because that gives him access to be able to recast it if he ever gets to Fast and Flames. So that can be an issue later down the road. Terran does have like a grip full. But, like, I think it's Manamorphose Ritual, 2 Impulses. And I'm not sure what the last couple of cards are. Yeah, I'm not sure how to change the title, to be honest, because I'm not normally back here. But as soon as Britt gets back, he'll update the title because yeah, that's not Titan. He tricked all of us. I was promised Titan. We were promised Titan.
Okay. Wait a minute.
I also just haven't been keeping track of life totals. I moved over there and just forgot.
Wait a minute. Okay. Listen to me. This guy's been playing Titan
Also-
for literally 3 months.
He picked up Shredders. So I guess he's back on Murktide. Because for the longest time he was like on Murktide but without Shredders.
Oh, wait. Do you think TJ borrowed his deck? So he had to play Murktide today?
I wonder. That might be true.
Because TJ could have just borrowed his deck for like some of the 1Ks this weekend. And that might be why he's not here.
I think so last week he was a little annoyed about Titan. And he was talking about just selling it and then going back to Murktide.
Listen.
I don't think he sold it. But
I will buy his amulet from him. I need one.
I don't think he sold it, but I think he might have just bought Shredders. I think Shredders went down in price too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about how good this matchup was going to be for Terran, and then he's like, all right, here's my Ragavan. Exile your Manamorphose.
It got a lot worse. That's for sure.
Well, like, Terran, I guess, wasn't planning on the Ragavan, because I think he bought him, like, land, put Manamorphose on top.
I saw he was on it. I even went out there and looked at him shuffling his deck and didn't register that he wasn't on amulet. But there's a loose dingo. John looks like he can't play on stream anymore. You're not playing Scam.
I have Scam in my bag. I got the round 1 bye. I can play whatever still.
That's true. What's Jordan on?
Jordan's on Teamer Cape Shift. He borrowed my deck.
Oh, he's actually playing that today?
Yeah. He was asking me questions like, what was it? If I play a Valakut and I have a Dryad in play, does it trigger Valakut? It's not going to be a good week for him because he's wanting to borrow that tomorrow.
Dude, it's gonna be so good. He's gonna like play it, and his opponent's gonna be like, "Okay, targets." And he's like, "What do you mean?" It's like, "What do you mean, Jordan?
There's so
You're
many
killing
times
him."
also like you get to play your Valakuts, kill your opponent's board so you don't die and then kill him next turn. Hopefully he doesn't like miss some of those.
Yeah, Eric Rose won with 80 card rhinos, I think.
No, it was 60 card rhinos.
Was it 60?
Yeah.
I can never
It
remember.
was 60 card 4-color rhinos.
I can remember if he said he was playing 80, but just like never bought Yorion and said the card sucked. Because he was also saying that the whole time.
I played 80 card rhinos and it felt really good. Granted, now we can't. But the deck was solid.
Yeah. You just had like that extra space not to draw your weird cards that you didn't want whenever.
Yeah, and just having like there was never a time with adding the 4 Arden play, there was never a time I didn't have an opening hand with Cascader in it. And you also just had the times where you're like, oh, my opponent has Chalice on 0 and a Baby Teferi. I don't care. I'm just going to cast my spells.
Right. Yeah.
To be fair, I also hate Yorion. But I still don't think it was a problem card.
The only time that I played Yorion and was like, man, I'm having fun, is when I was playing that Fires of Invention deck in Pioneer. And I was just like, I'd flicker out agents and then be like, just play Yorion because you didn't have to buy them ever at that point. You're just like slam them.
I don't know if you were playing much Magic when the deck was around, but there was 80 card Soul Herder for a minute.
I didn't play a lot, but
I thought that deck was sweet because you just had a free flicker effect that you can just buy at any point.
Yeah. Soul Herder. Man, I remember playing Standard, and for whatever reason, I didn't know Goldfish or anything existed. So like the only way I built a deck was of my own, doing. You know what the card Bloods for Bones does?
No.
Because nobody does. So it's an additional cast cost. You have to sack a creature, and it would return a creature from the graveyard. And for some reason, I was somehow ahead of the curve on the card Veil of Summer because nobody saw it because it was like a common. And I just played this like Sultai deck that would just Blood for Bones my own Agent of Treachery and then return it back to play.
Looks like Terran decided to do a tiny bit of storming and kill his board. Which, honestly, I think Aaron should just be ecstatic about.
Yeah. You're just like, oh, he did all that and I still have a Shredder in play.
Yeah, good luck. You're at 7. He's a bowl away from dying.
And Aaron casted a card a lot of people are upset still legal in the format.
I'm upset a lot of things are legal in the format still.
I did say next BNR I will be selling my Ren and 6s.
I so badly wanted them to get rid of Ren and 6 and Iteration. I mean, Monkey would also have been I would have been fine with Monkey also getting banned. Like those 3 cards banned, I'm happy.
Why don't we want Modern to be powerful? I don't know if it's necessarily like that. I don't want it to be strong. I just want it to be equally strong on all levels, or like not feel obligated that I have to play specific cards. Like if I'm playing 4-color or any red-green deck, I'm playing Ren.
Well, like almost every deck is playing Ren, and Wizards use this excuse multiple times to ban cards. Is there's not diversity within the top decks. Like if you're playing these colors, you're playing these cards.
I was like, that's right, Shaman.
Yeah, that's
like Death Right Shaman on its own is not like this crazy, super powerful. Like I would say Ragavan's better than that. Like I don't know. Modern's a little bit different with fetch lands, but if you play black or green, you play Death Right Shaman. Like you just did.
Like the blue white list I've been playing has been just splashing for Ren, just because it's a powerful planeswalker.
Me and John have also said we're both on the same boat on this. Is they should just unban a ton. But we've had a double slot RCQ for the second season. Eric Rose, the qualifier, and I can't think of the other guy's name off the top of my head that's also qualified.
Man. I knew who it was, and I was literally thinking
we were talking about it earlier. Because we were talking about the decks we were playing. Yeah, TJ stole the Amulet Titan list. That's why Aaron's not playing it.
That's it was like one of two things. Like either TJ stole it or Aaron was like, I just want to I want to just play Murktide.
Yeah, which he could have.
Obviously he bought shredders.
Yeah, or they're mine, and I just haven't figured out yet.
I mean, that's possible. Honestly, I've also been missing mine. I don't know if they're just like randomly in a box or if I gave them to someone to use.
Yeah, I owned Rag. So Modern Rise 2 come out. We all fiend here at the shop. We all opened a ton of boxes, and I just happened at some point to have a playset of Rags, and Aaron had borrowed them for like 2 months. And he's like, I feel like I should just buy these from you. I'm like, you think? And he's like, yeah, I'll buy them from you. And I was like, thank God, 'cause I'm thinking like, I don't want to sell them because you've been borrowing them every week and you want to get them. So like, I'll just sell them to you when you're ready. But God, I want to sell them because they're a lot.
Yeah.
And then I end up buying them again
Man,
from Murktide.
I avoided, when Modern Horizon 2 came out, I avoided buying Ragavans so hard. Like, anything that makes me not have to play this card. Like, I was buying Urza Sagas and all of the elementals. I was convinced that Ragavan was not that good.
Where speaking of a card that didn't get a lot of play until people felt like it was legacy legal, Minskin Bill.
Minskin Boo is so good. I think we talked about like when it got spoiled. I'm like, this card's so sick. It's going to be put in like a ton of legacy decks. It's going to be like an unanswerable.
It was just like
threat.
weird because people weren't sure because you couldn't play it on MTGO for the longest time.
Yeah,
and now they're on there. And TJ just opened 2, which aren't they like? Are they still like $100?
They're not that expensive anymore. But you've seen me open like 6 of them in the last like couple of weeks.
Yeah, you're one. I got a picture from John. He's like, I only opened 1 chest, but I think it's pretty good. And it was just a Ren and 6 and a Minskin Bill.
Yeah, it was a fuller Ren and then just a Minskin Boo.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, John, that
play points or something.
I was like, John, that looks pretty good, man. So sick. Remember Minskin Bill at the start, like when it came out on there, it was just like everybody was wanting them so bad. They were spending $100 on MTGO to get them. So sick.
To be fair, you also saw me last night being like the MTGO gutter. You
were getting trashed.
Got commandeered 3 times in 3 different matches.
Yeah, you were in the gutter, brother. I don't know how to tell you this. You were down bad. Well, I think Taryn's finding out why we play Murktide instead of Storm. Because one blue-red player is doing a lot. The other blue-red player is dying.
I mean,
and there's a hearse in the bed.
Taryn can still like go off, I feel. Maybe not with that hand.
Yeah. His hand's not great. Alright, Mr. Taryn. What's your plan? What you got going on?
I assume this is just firing off a braid to blow up the hearse.
He rides Basic Island.
I also don't think he has a basic mountain in his deck, which I think is incorrect.
It's like fetch twice. At this point, might as well eat the other card.
I mean, yeah, I don't think eating the land does a whole lot, but
It doesn't do a whole lot, but like you have no
what
reason
if, hear
not
me
to
out,
do it.
Storm is Storm game 1, and then games 2 and 3 just sideboard and becomes
Murktide.
Murktide?
Yeah, it's just Murktide in game 2 and 3.
Last night or earlier, oh, there is a basic mount. I just didn't see it. Earlier today we were playtesting, and I was playtesting with Terry, and he was like, "I want to playtest Storm a little bit since I haven't played in a minute." So I was like, "All right, I'll play some Belcher." I just killed him on turn 2 every game again.
Yeah. And them horrible Zelda sleeves, bro.
Oh yeah,
They're so bad.
They're so bad.
They're just old. That's all it is, but cast of gifts. Spell Pierce.
Are the current Storm lists like playing Wish? I remember for a
Normally,
minute.
I think.
Yeah, I knew for a minute they were playing Wish. I didn't know if they like moved away from it again or.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like a lot of people tried me, Brian Koger, just like, yeah, Storm's bad. Let's just do anything else, like play Belcher. If you're gonna like play the, if you're just gonna play the, I'm gonna kill you on turn 3 deck, like just play Belcher.
I've been enjoying Belcher a lot lately. It's like one of those, like, if you have interaction for me, I guess I lose, but there's so many decks that are just like goldfishing each other right now.
Like 6 damage, I believe. Here's no Dewara.
Does have Delirium, I believe.
Oh well.
Well, I think.
All right, Taryn. Good luck. Taryn responds playing his own Murktide. Oh, the worst part about it is Rag hit him and put that Odawara in his bin, which would have been his top deck draw to bounce this uncounterably back there.
This isn't a big Murktide, so I mean it's big enough to kill him, but yeah, I don't know. I think him tapping out during his turn to play gifts might have been a mistake.
I mean, Aaron only had 1 mana. There was a treasure mana, so like he either could have forgot about the treasure, but also been like, if he has a spell pierce, it's so much like worse, I guess.
I mean, Taryn knew what he was doing whenever he signed up for this, though. He's like,
yeah, he
I'm
knew.
gonna
He
play
knew where he
Storm.
was.
So
He's like, I told him, and the reason we even showed it here, because he's like, am I going to be shown on stream? And I was like, no. He's like, even if I'm 3-0, I was like, not possible. I was like, I'll go to the 1-2 table. I can't. But I don't have any of their names set up, because I didn't know what anybody else was playing. But
well,
I believe,
we'll find out.